Okay, so here we go. We're going to do another head-to-head, and instead of like last time, Chuck's just going to start whipping out bottles right off the bat, which is exciting. Ooh. So I'll just let Chuck introduce what our head-to-head is, because I'm super excited now.
He's pulling out fancy stuff. He can't wait.
Fireworks. Add fireworks. We want bling. Woo, woo, woo. I feel like I had to share what these were, because the last time we tasted Seagrass on the channel, you guys like just killed it. And killed it meaning like said, this is terrible. And this is like, I don't want this again. And,
yeah, we didn't do what Chuck did to that bottle, because he's killed that bottle.
Yeah, he's killed that bottle.
The thing is, I've sent like this to you guys 3 times, I think, at least, because it was in our best of whiskey as well last year. And so I think like I barely even drank this. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Make me feel better. So we are tasting tonight Barrell Seagrass, which is rye whiskey from Barrell Bourbon Company, finished in Martinique rum, Madeira, and apricot brandy. And if you ever taste it, you pick up the apricot real fast. This is delicious. It's like liquid candy. And then Barrell came out with, it's like, I don't already spend enough money with you, Barrell. And then they come out with a 16-year Seagrass. So same thing, same finishing barrels, but a 16-year-old Canadian rye whiskey. So, and of course it's their fancy gray label, which means it's very expensive. It comes in a nice box, which TJ says costs 10% more. It was $250.
Yeah. Not as fancy as the orange box. We haven't gone there yet.
Haven't gone that far. Maybe this year. I'm finishing my basement. I'm putting the money into the bar.
It's for the channel.
It's for the channel.
Yeah.
Although these guys would probably rather that I not finish the basement and just start buying $500 bourbon.
I would prefer you just do both.
So let's dig into original Seagrass here. It's not some of the barrels are here and gone, like the batches, but the Barrell Seagrass is going to be a consistent offering. I think so.
So I get a lot of like char on the nose, which is interesting. I haven't really got that before.
Yeah, I'm getting, again, a lot of apricot to me. A lot of light fruit.
Oh, that's just so good.
You say that, but we've ragged on it before.
Well, to be fair,
it finished well in our best of whiskey, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And to be fair, the last time we ragged on it hard, he put it in with like 5 traditional ryes.
Yeah.
And then there was this. So yes, if we compared this to the Leopold brothers, it's not going to do as good. Now on its own, it is delicious.
Of course,
I know you would, because it's not rye at all. It's just
it's not rye at all.
Candy. It's like a Jolly Rancher.
Yeah. Let me get a rye that's not a rye.
Exactly, Brian. That's what I'm asking for.
Yeah. It's good. It's apricot. It is like a liquid Jolly Rancher. I know there's no like sugar in there, like injected, but you fooled me. Like it's.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's almost like when you sprinkle sugar like on like a strawberry or like apricot or something, like just to give it that sugary sweetness with the fruit. Like that's what it tastes like to me. It's like you got the apricot and you just sprinkle a little sugar on there.
Yeah, I mean, really, the sugar has been converted to alcohol, but.
All right, fancy science boy, thank you. All right, now I'm just going to get it 16 because that's all I really care about.
All right, your science.
All right, so 16 already has like a better nose. It's more intense. I get a lot of that apricot on the nose on that one.
Original Seagrass does leave a little bit to be desired on that finish.
Oh, wow. That is so much better. So that takes all the stuff that I dislike about the Seagrass as far as the super sugary sweetness and replaces that with oak.
Yeah, I get in the lingering spice. I mean, I still get tons of apricot.
Oh my gosh, that finish just hit me. I just tasted it. Oh my gosh, gentlemen.
But there's no like liquid sugar. It's that has all been mellowed out. And
Well, part of that is it's been balanced by proof. So the 16 year is coming in 130 proof.
Oh.
So 130 proof rye, Canadian rye whiskey. Not hazmat yet, but
I'm telling you right now, this is worth not buying bourbon for like 3 to 6 months and getting. This, oh my gosh.
Brian's just like chugging it.
This puts that Leopold Brothers to shame. Like, I would never spend $200 on that. I would buy this all day long. I'm actually debating about if I need to go out and buy a bottle of it for myself. Spoiler alert, they're coming out with a 16-year-old double tail. I'm buying that one. Because if it improves Dovetail, we'll see.
Yeah. So I think I was the last to actually sample this, as the three of us were doing this. And so you guys were beginning to describe this, and I was about to mention, I'm like, okay, the Seagrass is very nice, and it's sweet if you like that. And I was going to go, okay, you guys were starting to describe it was good, and I was like, is it, basically 2 times better, or 3 times better based on the price?
3 times.
And then I tasted it, and I'm thinking, I think it might be. I really do.
I think this might be one of my favorite. I bought the Dickel 15, the Barrell 15, which is Dickel, at $250, same price, and I was disappointed. I would not buy that. I would just buy a Dickel 15 at $65. This might be one of my favorite barrel products ever.
Yeah, it is really good. It's very complex. There's a lot going on. I mean, compare it to anything else. 16-year-old Canadian rye. You're talking Whistle Pig. I mean, it's price point along the line of the Whistle Pig.
That's a good point.
So, I mean, they're not going crazy on the price. They're doing extra finishing for it. I would highly recommend, unless you're a huge rye fan, to give it a taste before you buy it. So go to a bar that has it, everything like that. But I can honestly say, if you like barrel products, you should probably pick this up.
Well, I mean, this is completely different from their other offerings. So, I mean, if you had Seagrass and you like that, and you're not scared by $250 price point, definitely check it out. If you're scared by the $250 price point, check out Seagrass. And I think, even as a self-proclaimed, not a rye drinker, although, geez, I've bought a lot of ryes lately. I actually just bought another one today. So maybe I can't say that anymore. But I don't think these don't come through as the traditional rye notes to me. The finishing barrels really take away most of those herbal notes. So I think even if you're not a rye fan, these are fantastic. Now, understand they're not going to give you classic, it's not like it's a bourbon drinker's rye, like a malted 6-year from New Riff. Like, these are borderline dessert bourbons to me.
Yeah.
Just as far as the flavors, the apricot fruit forward notes. It reminds me a bit more like one of the other barrel finish products, the Armida. Which I think has some apricot brandy, maybe barrel finish as well.
Yeah, I feel like this actually brings out the pepper side of the rye on the finish, especially. I do feel like the hay, some of that evergreen sometimes that you get on the ryes, it is replaced by the sweetness that the original Seagrass palate offers, but the sweetness is tamed down. But the finish, I mean, in the palate, you get so much more oak in there, and you actually get some pepper on that finish that I feel like offers a nice finish. The original Seagrass just doesn't have it all. So I feel like I feel like you get hints of that rye finish in there, but other than that, the sweetness with the 8 gives you a little bit of the dessert, but that aged oak is
I really just feel like you guys are talking this up because you just want me to send another sample in December when we do our best of whiskey for 2022.
You're in the doghouse with a bourbon drinker and you have $250 to spend. This will get you out of the doghouse real fast.
I was going to say, if you, in your collection, you want a fancy bottle, you want that special pour, you want something to be the center of your collection that you can find. Because I'm pretty sure you can still buy this on their site and they will ship it to many states. This is that bottle. You can find this. It'll be something special that you can bring out that'll wow people left and right. And I think, like I said, I'm not willing to say that you're getting more than you're paying for. I'm not willing to say you're getting less than you pay for. I think it's appropriately priced. You're going to break even.
I think it's appropriately priced. And I think either one of these, regular Seagrass or the 250 for the 16.
The regular Seagrass, I'd probably go in a different direction at that $70 price point.
I disagree. I think at $80, and that's one of the things I love about Barrell is we spend so much time chasing bourbons or whiskeys that you can't find. Most, we obviously try, we struggle, we get lucky sometimes. That's what I love about Barrell products is most of the time, at least in the areas where they're distributed, you can find them. I just picked up batch 32 on the shelf today. There was still batch 31. I think there was Seagrass and Armida. These are really good quality products at the price points.
Well, so speaking of that, I mean, we're obviously talking this up. We are also Old Carter advocates that are in that 200 to 250 price point.
Can't find that anymore. Thanks.
But yeah, you can't find that anymore. But but we always felt like you get what you pay for with Old Carter at that $200+ price point. And I feel like this is actually one of those we can put our stamp of approval on that goes, you pay for it, but you get it.
Yep.
I'd agree.
There you go. If you're looking for that special bottle to get, somebody's birthday's coming up, anniversary, you just finally, I don't know, your tax return came in and thank goodness you got money back. Woohoo! Lie, tell the significant other you ain't got anything, that Uncle Sam took it all, and then go just magically find this Seagrass 16. And I did not recommend that. That was all Brian. Just email. We will send all hate mail to him. I can also supply his home address for a small fee. Chuck and I will split the money. Thank you very much. Please keep watching and enjoying. And we'll see you next time.
Stay neat. And don't take our advice.
Power Burger.